In this video, we will discuss about addition of vectors using graphical method. Vector by definition obey triangle law or equivalently the parallelogram law of addition. First we will discuss about triangle law of addition, then we will discuss parallelogram law of addition. Triangle law of addition using graphical method, or this method is also called head to tail method. Consider two vectors A and B in a plane as shown in the figure. These are two vectors A and B in a plane. The lengths of the line segments are proportional to the magnitude of the vectors. That means more length, more magnitude. Now place the tail of the vector B at the head of the vector A. You see in this figure, this is the tail of the vector B and this is the head of the vector A. P point is the head of the vector A and tail of the vector B. So place the tail of the vector B at the head of vector A. Join the tail of A to the head of B. This is the tail of A and this is the head of B. So you join the tail of A with the head of B. Then the line OQ, this line you see in the figure, it is OQ, represents the sum of the vector A and B and written as the resultant vector R is equal to sum of the vector A plus the sum of the vector B. R equal to A plus B, that is sum of the vector A and B. Since the vectors are arranged head to tail, you see head of one vector is joined to tail of another vector. So since the vectors are arranged head to tail, this graphical method is also called head to tail method. And you see in this figure the two vectors A and B and their resultant vector R, they form three sides. You see these are three sides of a triangle. So this method is called triangle method of vector addition. So this method, either you say triangle method of vector addition or head to tail method. So how you can state, or what will be the statement of triangle law of vector addition or head to tail method of vector addition? Statement: when two vectors are represented as two sides of the triangle with the order of magnitude and direction, then the third side of the triangle represents the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector. Properties of vector addition. Vector addition is commutative. In figure 3, place the tail of vector A at the head of vector B. You see in the figure, this is the tail of vector A and head of vector B. So place the tail of vector A with the head of vector B. Then you will get the resultant vector R equal to B plus A. Previously you have shown graphically that R is equal to A plus B in this figure, in figure 2, and in figure 3 you have shown that R equal to B plus A. So A plus B is equal to B plus A. Since A plus B equal to B plus A, vector addition is commutative. Now let us see vector addition is associative. You see in this graphical method, this is the vector A and this is the vector B and this is the resultant vector A plus B. And if this is the vector C, then this vector resultant vector will be A plus B plus C. This will be A plus B and this is C. So this vector will be A plus B plus C. Again you see, suppose this is the vector B and this is the vector C. So this vector will be equal to B plus C. And if you take the addition of the vector A plus B plus C, then this vector will be, resultant vector will be equal to A plus B plus C. So initially we have defined that this vector is, resultant vector is A plus B plus C. Now you define this vector is A plus B plus C. So you can conclude that A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. That is, vector addition is associative. Now let us discuss parallelogram law of vector addition using graphical method. We can also use parallelogram method to find the sum of two vectors. As shown in the figure, these are two vectors. This is the vector A and this is the vector B. So consider two vectors A and B. Bring their tails to a common origin O. The tails of A and tails of B is taken to a common origin O. Draw a line from the head of A. This is the head of A. So draw a line from the head of A parallel to B. This vector is parallel to the vector B. And draw another line from the head of B. This is the head of B. So draw another line from the head of B parallel to the vector A. Then here you see in this figure OQSP. This will be a parallelogram. Okay. Now join the point of intersection of these two lines, that is the point S. You join the point of intersection of these two lines, that means this line and this line, to the origin O. Okay, that means join the point S to the origin O. The resultant vector, this will be the resultant vector of A and B, and this resultant vector R is directed from the common origin O along the diagonal OS, you see, of the parallelogram. You note that the triangle law is basically used to obtain the resultant of A and B. This is the vector A and this is the vector B and this is the triangle law. So in parallelogram law, we basically use triangle law to obtain the resultant of A and B. So parallelogram method of vector addition is equivalent to the triangle method. So what will be the statement of parallelogram law of vector addition? The statement will be like this: if two vectors act along two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, both pointing away from the common vertex, then the resultant is the resultant is represented by the diagonal passing through the same vertex. So you can verify this, the statement from this figure. If two vectors acting along two adjacent sides of parallelogram, these two sides are adjacent sides of a parallelogram, and both pointing away from the common vertex. You see, A and B, they are pointing away from the common vertex. Then the resultant is represented by the diagonal. You see, the resultant is represented by the diagonal of the parallelogram passing through the same vertex. Now let us work out example 4.1. Rain is falling vertically with a speed of 35 meter per second. Wind starts blowing after some time with a speed of 12 meter per second in east to west direction. Then in which direction should a boy waiting at a bus stop hold his umbrella? So consider the directions as shown in the figure. Suppose this is east, this is west, this is north and this is south. The velocity of the rain is given by, let us say, VR, that is equal to 35 meter per second, and rain is falling vertically downward, and wind starts blowing at a speed of 12 meter per second in east to west direction. So this is the direction from east to west. So velocity of the wind is 12 meter per second. So using the rule of vector addition, the resultant vector r will be equal to the velocity of the rain plus the velocity of the wind. This is you can apply the triangle law vector addition. So using triangle law vector addition, the resultant velocity will be equal to the resultant vector r will be equal to Vr plus Vw. And the since it is a right angle triangle, so magnitude of r will be equal to Vr square plus Vw square, that is equal to 35 square plus 12 square. So this will be equal to square root 35 square plus 12 square root, that will be equal to 37 meter per second. So the resultant vector r will be equal to 37 meter per second, and tan theta from this right angle triangle, tan theta will be equal to Vw divided by Vr, that is equal to 12 divided by 35. So that will be equal to 0.343, and theta will be equal to tan inverse 0.343. And if you see the tan inverse table, this will be equal to 19 degree. So the boy should hold his umbrella in the vertical plane at an angle of about 19 degree with the vertical towards the east. You can observe this from this figure, how the boy should hold his umbrella in the vertical plane, because this is the vertical plane at an angle. This angle will be equal to 19 degree with the vertical towards east, and this is east. So to the vertical, you see in this figure, if this will be the vertical, the boy should hold his umbrella like this, and this is east. So the boy should hold his umbrella at an angle of 19 degree vertical to the east. Now let us discuss about the subtraction of vectors using graphical method. Subtraction can be defined in terms of vector addition or addition of vectors. Consider two vectors a and b as shown in the figure. Suppose this is the vector a and this is the vector b, and the vector minus b, if you draw a vector minus b, then the direction will be opposite and the magnitude will be same. So this is the vector minus b. So if the vector minus b is added to the vector a to get a minus b, you will get the vector a minus b. This is the how you can do this. Place the tail of the vector minus b, this is the tail of the vector minus b, at the head of the vector a. Now join the tail of a, this is the tail of a, to the head of minus b. Okay, then you will get the line OQ, and this line OQ will represent the difference of the vector a and b. So r vector will be equal to a minus b, and if you want to calculate the addition of the vector, suppose a plus b, then this vector is a and this vector is b, and this resultant r1 will be equal to a plus b. So in this way you can subtract two vectors by using the vector addition rule. So subtraction can be defined in terms of vector addition. So in this video we have discussed about vector addition. We have also discussed about vector subtraction. In the next video we will discuss about null vector or zero vector. Thank you.